up our childhoods with his uplifting jokes and funny spoonerisms. This legendary author will definitely be one of the greatest highlights of my childhood, with his famous Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, The Witches, Matilda, the BFG, The Twits, SEO Trot, and so many more. His audiences are targeted at children, but his tales are exciting enough to entertain the even most tedious types and have smiles plastered all over their faces. Roald Dahl was best known for being different, having a different approach for entertaining kids, a better approach. He made way his silliness into the craft he added into his work. Over his lifetime, he was known for being absurd by adding in unimaginable words, wordplays that could fill up dictionaries. They were gloriously exciting. These terms were often referred to as dollisms. His works have become modern classics with stupendous thought into them, works that can never be forgotten by our times. Roald Dahl is not only a children's author, but he does have works suited for our older folks, biographies about his life and experiences that have occurred throughout his days. Roald Dahl was not only an author, he was a fighter pilot that fought amongst other soldiers, but still making his way to tell his tales. He set the expectations for children's novels and books to a level so high that it's still hard to reach, even by the best of authors. Who could forget the author that introduced our world to Oompa Loompas, a place where witches existed and friendly giants roamed around? He took my imagination into surreal places I never knew existed. So let's remember this great man's tales once more. Now I end with a quote. A little magic can take you a long way. Roald Dahl.
You won't know if you can fly if you don't take the risk of falling. This is a quote by one of my favorite fictional characters of all time, Nightwing, written by Tom Taylor. Good evening, everyone. Respected fathers, teachers, my fellow students. Today I'll be talking about my favorite writer of all time. Everyone has their favorite writer. Some may be famous and well known, or some may be more obscure and not that well known. For me, my favorite writer has to be Tom Taylor. His best works come when he creates or makes characters even more better than they actually were, by adding new stuff and breathing new life into them in general. And these might be established characters, which makes it even harder and more satisfying when he does it. While his recent work, Nightwing 2021, is my favorite work of his so far, the first book of his which really hooked me in was Injustice: Gods Among Us. The game came out in 2013 with the same name, and the characters were established. But Tom Taylor added so much more depth and lore and backstory into these characters, which just made them even more interesting than they were. I already told you a bit about his works and why I like it, but I'll tell you a bit about the main man himself, Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor is an award-winning writer. He has won awards like the Shadow Award in 2019 and the Ledger Award in 2018. He was born in Australia, in Melbourne in 1978, on 29th November. He started writing and performing at an earlier age than most people do. His plays have been produced in 4 continents and they have earned tons of awards. He has worked for publishers like DC, Marvel, and Dark Horse Comics. I talked to you why I like his work, but there are some more examples like Injustice, Gods Among Us. There are 4 more volumes, Deceased Dead Planet, and all of these comes down to how he takes established characters and changes stuff that are annoying and made them stagnant or they're even boring. They were underused or overused at this point, and he just made them 10 times better, which is really satisfying and awe-inspiring to see. And that's why I like his writing a lot and why he's my favorite. I hope you all understood why I like his writing and also knew about him and his works. Thank you and have a nice day.